Chat Noir can't cataclysm the bubble, which makes Ladybug think she somehow mixed protection and invulnerability to make these. Oh, I will use this for my fanfiction. I was thinking I should have a rule like you destroy the shelter you die, but this works too, I guess. Should I stick with the original idea? I don't know, it sounds more brutal, so I like that. Vote in the comments. Chloe confirms she has miraculous powers on her out loud for some reason. This is what happens when you give power to an insane child, I guess? The freaks are very happy and Freak 2 opens her laptop, which I guess she controls the robots with. Ladybug says they were wrong for expecting someone to do something because at the end nobody did. Yeah, where the fuck is the president or literally anyone? Like, why hasn't anyone in power spoken up about this? Since they both used their powers, they're about to transform back and Ladybug gives a speech. Some help by being miraculous holders anonymously. Hahaha, why would she say this? Anonymously where? Gabby knows half of their identities. The episode gets more ridiculous when the resistance decides to act. Please make this nightmare end. So they do an emotional little pounded through the bubbles and are about to detransform, but they don't because Kim strips to his underwear and says strong underpants? I don't fucking know. Mere willpower? I remember people thinking they became adults, which is why they don't have the time limit to transform back anymore. Yeah, they definitely don't look like 14-year-olds here. I actually don't understand how this rule works. Even Gabby asks Naru and he says they're matured or something. But it's not supposed to be about maturity, is it? Just being an adult. Because that's an adult power, right? If it has to do with maturity, I don't know how Gabby doesn't have this time limit since he's immature as hell. And if it's about bonding with the Miraculous or the Kwame, that's even less likely since all he does is treat Naru like a slave from another century. That leaves me to think it has to do with age. Like, once you're an adult you have the perk of using your power as many times as you want without transforming back. Anyways, everybody starts rioting and running around. Freak 2 drops her laptop and Gabby takes her and runs before she can take it back. Isn't she blind? The robots start shooting people like the King of Spades. The ginger rips Chloe's thingy and that's literally how they defeat her. That's it. I take it back. They wish they were the King of Spades game. Chat Noir starts cataclysming everyone and their moms since he has infinite of those now. Just kidding, he only cataclysmed the robots. But it would be cool if he did that to people. Chat Noir villain arc. Just kidding, I'm not one of those. I can't decide what the most ridiculous part of this episode is. Now Ladybug is about to give Chloe one of her useless magical charms and her father says he'll take care of it. He drags her away, which is what he should have done the second she stepped in that room at the end of Collusion. Why didn't he do it then? I don't fucking know. Wigless Lila has been watching this whole time and went to get Chiruji's laptop. How did nobody pick it up before her? Now they don't have a mayor and the kids suggest the ginger bitch should be the mayor. Why? Because they read the script. No other reason. She can't even be a decent teacher and she wants to be mayor? I bet if someone comes to her with a problem she'll be like, it's okay, you'll be the bigger person and let the problem do its thing. Because that's her whole mindset with bullies. Has she ever been bullied? Shit, looks like he hasn't. I can't. I'm just a teacher. Yeah, even she knows she'd be useless. And this, my friends, is how we get incompetent politicians. Also, shouldn't she be in a political party to be elected? Is this how they vote for mayors in Paris? Don't know. I'd be happy to have the first LGBT woman mayor, but this one has no place in politics, so I have no idea why they made her mayor. And apparently it's the end of the school year dance tonight. Like, right now. And Gabby was planning to win tonight? What does Adrien going to London have anything to do with him getting the Miraculous from akumatized Chloe? It's not related to his next plan in the finale either, since he sends nightmares everywhere, including his son, because he also gave him an alliance ring. So how is that keeping him safe? If that's your argument on why he sent him to London, he was going to go to a private school the year after, as if. I don't fucking know anymore, I'm sorry guys. Anyways, Adrien still hasn't told Marinette about London. Marinette leaves to get ready and nobody else, because we all know these outfits are perfect for a party. You're right guys, you don't have to change. Only the main character. You'd cost too much and you're not important enough for that. Moving on to Audrey in her private jet, suddenly deciding that Chloe is insane and fucked up, as if she wasn't hyping her up minutes ago. So they're going to New York to focus on Chloe's education. So Audrey found out about the cheating? Did Miss Ginger tell her? Shouldn't she have done this after Revelation? Chloe looks through her contacts and pauses on Sabrina's with a sad look, but moves on to Marinette. Why hasn't Marinette blocked her contact? No idea. Adrien goes back home and Gabby is not in a good mood after failing for the millionth time. Adrien tries to speak up but Gabby is the abusive freak he is yells at him. He leaves and Nathalie tells him to not let anyone stop him from loving who he wants. My fav LGBT ally. Thanks Nathalie. But you know he can't do that. Then Freak 1 and his son are in the car and his son tries to convince him to let him stay in Paris with his friends. The freak says this is what his mother would have wanted despite her saying a million times that Adrien should be free to do whatever he wants. You love your wife so much you go against everything she says. Damn, if he's not like that I don't want him. Then Adrien calls Marinette to tell her last minute. Damn, he is going through it. He says he's not worthy of her love. Like father like son I guess. I'm sorry I laughed. Should I go back to this outro? Gorilla buckles Adrien's seatbelt and they're about to take off but Marinette comes with her scooter and blah blah airport kiss. I usually don't talk about the animation but my god it's so stiff. Like y'all couldn't pull a Lumity first kiss type animation? Spend all that budget on the kiss the fandom has been sucking your dick years now for this shit and this is what you give us? Also what are those angles? Let's take a moment to praise the storyboard animators because they're good at putting emotions on the characters' faces for real. They're ripped apart like I want to rip Gabby's face apart and the plane takes off. Damn that fast? Okay. The post-end card scene is just Chloe calling Marinette to tell her she's ridiculous. Marinette pulling a Uno reverse card. Chloe crying and Wigless Lila being ominous. What does Cherry Girl Cerise do after this? Nothing. What did Cherry Girl Cerise do with the pics she got in Revelation? Nothing. Are they keeping this for the next season? What's the point if Gabby won't even be alive? Whatever. Spit on that man's grave I guess. This episode felt like a Darman video I'll be real. Corrupt 14-year-old becomes mayor. Lives to regret it. Or, guy doesn't tell girl he's leaving. What happens next is shocking. There were so many different plots going on at once I don't even know what the hell is going on. I won't get too much into the politically incorrect aspects of this because this video will be 5 hours long. So just like the writers aren't taking this seriously I won't either. This was a mess. From the terrible animation to the even worse writing, they leave me no choice but to give this a 2 out of 10. It was honestly a nightmare to sit though. It's just more Chloe's irredeemable propaganda. Haven't we had enough of that this season? Was this really necessary? I feel like this could have been a regular Akuma fight and nothing would change. It's not hard to write a character out of a show. Just look how easy it was for Luca. Ignore the character's existence for a few episodes and say they're going on a trip. Will they forget about Chloe entirely after this season? Is this her breaking point before she gets therapy or will she go back to being a bitch next season? Will anything change? Was the Chloe-Lila alliance plot only for these few episodes? I mean, they could be long-distance girlfriends. But y'all get it. What happened to shame? Everything in this episode is just super illogical and laws just don't exist in this universe I guess. If you're going to make an episode educating kids on abuse of power, do it right. Whatever they were smoking in that studio, I don't want it. Is this what y'all were waiting for to watch representation? I feel bad. Revolution? Right. I will start a revolution to delete this episode from existence.